Hello everyone, and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I'm your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box.
Where this may or may not be the finale once again.
Yeah, we look over the abyss again. Okay, so we should now be able to go in this door up here. Coals.
Found one!
The brick. I thought that was going to be a puzzle. Okay, well, I think everything except that door has been clicked on. This door's shut tight, too.
This door serves as the only portal out of here. We'll need to open it to escape.
It seems that... Oh, hey, it's a magic square. The lock is some sort of magic square. In order to solve it, position the remaining numbers so that each string of 4 vertical, horizontal, and diagonal numbers add up to the same total. Okay, yeah. So, we already know what it's going to add up to, because we can see that here is 6, 9, 10, 18. So this is an 18 diagonal square. Or an 18 magic square. So, this 7, 9, 15, so we need 3 to add up to 18. 8 and 8, 16, so we need 2 to add up to 18. 5, 9, 11, so 7 to add up to 18. 7, 8, 12. So 6 to add up to 18. Good. And now it's just figuring this out. So, 6, 13, so we need 5. So this is definitely 1 and 4. And I'm gonna presume they don't want us to do 1 and 1 for numerical reasons. 10 and 8, and 8, 12, 13. Yep, that looks right.
And now to test my theory.
Woo!
And there we have it.
Everything adds up to 18. Most magic squares are 3 by 3, and add up to 15. So that's an 18 4 by 4 magic square.
Luke, the vent is open now. Follow me.
Oh, I just have to click on the thing and go forward. Oh no,
Oh,
we've been spotted.
They spotted us.
Well, I don't know where the other one is, but...
Welcome to the Harrison Haunted House. Take care that you don't slip, Luke. The floor is polished to almost blinding shine.
Oh, you're right, it's like a mirror. Who do you think does all the polishing? That would be me, sir. Ah, it's the butler! Yes, I most certainly am. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but what are you two doing up at this hour? If you're having trouble falling asleep, I suggest a good strong puzzle to clear and relax the mind. You're not gonna try to stop us or anything? Stop you? Young sir, I haven't the foggiest notion of what you're talking about. Now where was I? Ah yes, that puzzle. This hall has been fitted with a hidden door, though to my chagrin I've forgotten where. However, I do recall an old saying the servants used in days past to remember the location of the door. I will now relate to you that saying, and your task, dear guests, will be to decipher the door's location. The hidden door. Begin from the doors etched in the decor. A path will appear strong and quite clear, made of stars that flare, each within its own square. These words are said to point to the way to hidden the door. Start from the door etched into the... Okay, so start here. And then follow all the stars that are in their own path. Like in a square. And not doing weird stuff. By the way, we're selecting the hidden door. So
Yeah, I figured.
okay. So here. Right there.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Woo!
Ha! Wonderful.
Squares form an arrow. Masterfully solved, sirs. Now that you've completed that little nightcap, may I suggest returning to your quarters? These old halls can get quite drafty in the dead of night.
I'll keep that in mind. Good night to you, sir.
Mm-hmm. And you too. So yeah, the butler is not the one that tied us up.
Nope. Probably Moriarty.
Oh, over here!
Alright, looks like there's nothing else here. Onward. We went backwards because the room... Professor, I think I see a way we can get out of here.
Our search led us to the castle, and we're on the verge of revealing what killed Dr. Schreider. We must research this place thoroughly before we make our escape. Let's see what else is here.
Gee, Professor, I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Listen, Luke.
Luke, listen.
Luke, listen. We can't turn back and run now. We're so close to uncovering the truth about the Folsense and the Elysian Box. We must press on.
Younger Broke has skipped over like 8 or 10 different words in the last 2 sentences alone because his brain's just like skip, 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 and it's just like
I don't know why.
yeah, it's like I don't. It's just funny to see where I'm like, I know I do that on occasion, but that's because I'm reading along and I'm like, okay, I can shortcut some of this dialogue and cut out some of these words and mean the same thing. But you're not doing that on purpose.
I think it's because I don't read a lot.
Yeah. It's like, I do that on purpose, though, but I know you're not. And it's like, what the heck? Okay. Take a look at the picture, Professor.
There he is, larger in life, the current master of Harrison Castle.
You mean the guy who just tried to tie us up and drink our blood?
Strange.
What's strange, Professor?
This picture shows far too much where to have been made recently. Yet you saw Anton yourself. The man and his portrait are virtually identical.
If he doesn't age, he must really be a vampire. I knew it. We need to get out of here this instant.
Perhaps those rumors in the town weren't entirely unfounded, but running about in a panic has never solved anything. Why don't we take a moment to clear our heads with this puzzle about portraits?
One of the sad things about the Professor Layton universe, the Professor Layton universe is really weird. Because in it, magic is not real. Never. Every single time that there's ever been, like, that they've ever done that in any of the games, it's always been, and it's not real. So, it's so sad to me, though. They have all these games where it's like, here's all these witches doing witch stuff. And here's this vampire doing vampire stuff. And it's always, they're not actually vampires. They're not witches.
No.
There's no actual curses. And it's like, but it'd be so cool if you were solving mysteries in this steampunky... I say steampunk because of the new one that's like all machinery. And
Yeah.
also the first game, which was machinery. It's like, they have steampunk stuff in it, and they've got like witches and vampires. And it's like, you could still solve puzzles in these worlds. Like, if he was an unaging vampire, and, like, it was a curse, that could still be, you could still have that be the solution to the puzzle. That could still be true.
Yeah.
But that's not scientific. It's like, come on.
But please, though.
Because the solution they give is far let me be clear on this. The solution this game gives is far stupider than if he was just a vampire. if he was actually a vampire, it would be more satisfying.
More logical.
Yes. But it's not that it's more logical, it's just less stupid. Are you kidding, Professor? I don't think we really have time for this right now. No, Luke. You're not allowed to deny puzzles. The universe is built on puzzles. Two brothers have inherited their parents' 5-piece art collection. According to the will, the older brother will get a set of paintings worth twice what the younger brother gets. In order to ascertain the value of the paintings, the brothers called an appraiser, who valued each painting as shown below. For his services, the appraiser was promised the one painting left over after the brothers divided the art according to their parents' wishes. Assuming that individual paintings can't be divided, which one's the appraiser get? Okay, so we're looking at the one that doesn't fit. Okay, so first off, here's a hint. These 3 zeros at the end don't matter. We can just ignore them. That'll make the numbers a little bit easier. I wish I had an eraser tool, and I think in the next game they give you an eraser tool. Because this first game didn't have notes. The second game added notes, and the third game they realized that maybe you might want to erase some notes without clearing the whole page.
Yeah.
So they give you an eraser tool for the notes. And it's like, oh, thank God. Okay. So, if we sum up all of these, this would be like 80. Let me just do the math very quickly. I'm going to not do it in my head because I could do it in my head, but I don't want to. So, 55 and 45 is 100, plus 80, so 180, plus 95, which is the reason I don't want to do the math in my head, is 275. Okay, now obviously one of these paintings is going to go away. So, it's not 275. They have to be divided evenly. And he gets the other one. Okay, so if we did... One of them is worth... The older brother gets a set worth twice what the younger brother gets. Okay, so it has to be a multiple of 3. Is the core thing here. So, if the full thing is 95 plus 180 is 275, then whatever number we get has to be divisible by 3. So if I subtract the 20... That's divisible by 3. If I subtract the 60, that's not divisible by 3. So this painting is not the one he gets. If I subtract the 55, that's not divisible by 3. If I subtract the 45... That's not divisible by 3. And if I subtract the 95, that is divisible by 3. So it's one of these two paintings. So the question is, if... It can't be the 95. Because if it was the 95 would be 180. And that would mean that one of the brothers would have to get... the younger brother would need a painting... Or need paintings worth $60. Or 60,000. Although that is possible. This one's 60,000.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just going to say he gets the biggest one.
Consider this puzzle solved.
The appraiser wants to take the highest value.
Makes
And
sense.
there we have it.
Yeah. In the end, the appraiser takes the most expensive painting of all. Isn't that convenient?
Isn't that convenient? Oh.
Yeah. It's a legal joke right there, because the joke is whenever there's a class action lawsuit and like there's hundreds of thousands of people who are getting back money, you'll get a check for like 10 cents and the lawyers gets a check for $250,000.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because they get their attorney's fees before the class action gets any money. So they take like a 20% commission or something. And then the other 80% is divided among 100 million people. And it's like, well, that's 10 cents. So it's like, it's so stupid.
Nicely answered, Luke. Perhaps it didn't seem like the ideal time for a puzzle. But Being able to stand back and think critically in a time of stress is a skill of utmost importance.
I appreciate the sentiment, Professor, but right now solving puzzles is the last thing on my mind.
No, it should be the first thing on your mind, Luke. I mean, we're nearly 150 puzzles in.
I understand that, Professor, but we're literally potentially about to die here. For all we know, this guy's a vampire. We don't want to die simply because you're like, oh, hold on, there's a puzzle on this wall over here. We should solve that while we're being chased by a fucking vampire.
No, no, no. Even being chased, we must think of all puzzles.
Yeah, so this right here is why we haven't seen, like, even though we've been doing a lot of saves, we haven't actually hold on, hint coins. We got the master crown. So I don't know if that means we found every single hint coin, but it means we found the vast majority of hint coins.
It says 181.
Yeah. Well, 181 means that's how many we found. 164 means that's how many we have left. So I think there's more than 181 hint coins, but the fact that we found 181 of them and we're given a crown for how many we've gotten means that we have to have like a large percentage of the number of hint coins in the game.
Damn. No, Katya. Oh, I do believe that's...
Katya?
Oh. Remember, I
yeah,
missed it.
right.
Why are you two here?
I could ask you the same thing. It's dangerous here. There's a vampire living in the castle, you know.
Anton, he's no vampire, he's just... I'm quite puzzled, Katya. What do you know about this man?
Yeah, Katya, this guy just literally tied both of us up.
It's not for me to say.
I'm pretty sure it's for you to say!
Besides, right now, you must focus all your efforts on escaping. If you linger here, the madness will grip you before long. Madness? I'm afraid I don't understand. Please be honest with us. What's happening here? Very well, I'll explain everything, but first, you must get as far from this castle as possible, quickly.
No.
I know the way out. Follow me.
How are you related to this entire situation? Are you?
There's no time. You've got to get out of here.
This won't do. People are trying to sleep, you know. Is it you? It can't be. Oh, how I've waited. It's been so unbearably long.
Professor, do you know what he's talking about?
Not in the slightest.
Come closer, my dear sweet Sophia. I've missed you so. What's this? Very well then.
Also, is this fucking,
this how it
like,
is? I didn't
decorative
see this
feature a
coming,
fucking
Layton.
teapot?
Not at all.
I'm not sure I understand.
This is your fault, but you can't have my Sophia. You're going to be
Like,
very
I'm sorry,
sorry
she's
you
too
crossed me.
She's too young! Like, see what I'm saying? Like, it has these handles
Yeah.
and shit.
There's no lack of swords here. Take whichever one you like.
Have they
No, this
enshrined?
one.
Yeah, it's a fucking teapot!
one of
Why do
them
they have
is
teapots on
mine.
every single plinth?
A true warrior always keeps his blade in hand.
Which is the real blade.
Yep. Yep. By the way, I'm just gonna shortcut this shit. It's this one.
Yeah.
He always keeps his blade in hand.
And
He
now
answered
to
the
test
question.
My theory.
He always keeps his blade in hand. There it is, in his hand.
Yeah.
Like, it's right there. The answer to the question's in the question.
I didn't think you had it in you, Mr. Layton.
How do you know my name?
I mean, they were at dinner together.
I guess I don't think they ever said their names at dinner. I don't know when they introduced themselves. I love the I almost lost my hat. He'll even do sword fights with his hat.
Layton! Sophia belongs to me. You can't have her. Ah!
Now again, remember, he's not a vampire.
Nope.
Something strange is happening. I just need to catch my breath.
No more! Please, just stop!
He's a bit too exhausted to keep fighting.
What's happened to me?
Are you all
So
right?
this is where it all...
Please just stop, Grandfather. Your body can't take it.
Oh yeah, hold on. Just wait. It's gonna get so bizarre that you are not gonna have any goddamn...
You haven't figured it out, have you?
It's so
I
stupid.
really don't know.
Like, I love
Then
this
I guess
game,
up
but it's
to
so
me to tell
stupid.
you the truth. I'm your granddaughter, Anton.
Don't be ridiculous. Look at me. I'm too young to be anyone's grandfather.
But what you see around you isn't real. It's just an illusion created by your own mind. Your youth is part of that illusion. The truth is, well,
Allow me, please.
Sure! Explain it!
The gold mine built by your father, the late Duke Herzen, brought this town much growth and prosperity. But something terrible slept deep within that rich gold deposit. Unbeknownst to the miners, they hit a vein of hallucinogenic gas while digging for gold. The gas made those who breathed it extremely susceptible to mental suggestion of all types. Tales of the nightmarish visions seen in Folsense then spread, as did the town's sinister reputation.
So fucking insane.
In truth, neither the Folsense we see before us nor its residents really exist. This is all a creation of our minds.
How did you figure it all out, Professor?
That's a great question, Luke.
The images of Folsense we saw are 50 years old, yet they show a town identical to the Folsense of today. No town can remain unchanged for 50 long years. The photos we saw in the train station formed our impression of the Folsense we'd see. The Folsense of 50 years ago.
Enough of this madness. Folsense is real.
Yeah, so
I'm
to be
real.
clear, what happens is you come in on the train, you breathe in the hallucinogenic gas that's filled the whole town, because the whole town's in a cave. You see the photos on the wall of what the town used to look like, and then your mind forces you to perceive that the whole town looks like that.
The fuck?
none of it's real, Grandfather. This town is just a thin shadow, an illusion born of greed. You and Sophia, everything you know changed 50 years ago.
Yep. Yep. Solved. Solved. This actually, that should
But
also
you
solve the
and I
vampire
are
one, because now we
betrothed.
know
How can you
why
just leave me here?
he looks
I
the
won't
same
have-
age. Like, whatever.
This whole town is cursed. If we remain here, all those dear to me will die.
Am I not dear to you, Sophia? Stay with me, and we'll rebuild Folsense together.
I'm sorry, Anton, but there's someone else I love who needs me even more than you.
Is that the
Daughter.
real reason you want to go? Because there's someone else? I trusted Sophia, and she left me for another.
The eyes in this shot are so weird looking.
You've got it all wrong, Grandfather. She never betrayed you.
What?
The other she was talking about was the little life growing inside her. The life you two created together.
Yeah, this is the most normal
No.
part of the entire situation.
That can't be.
I'm sorry, Anton, but there's someone else I love.
How hard would it
who
have been
needs
to say,
me
I
even
am
more."
pregnant?
Yeah.
I never knew. Sophia was...
That's right. Grandmother was carrying my mother, and she left Folsense to keep her safe. She kept the baby a secret to avoid causing you more pain.
What?
I've been
Because
so
he's
wrong.
not supposed to be allowed to leave, because there has to be a Duke of Folsense. So if she would have told him, he would have tried to leave. And since his younger brother had already left, that would leave their father with no heir.
Yeah.
It's...
Grandmother passed away last year, But she was always talking about you, even toward the end. She never stopped loving you.
Yeah, there's the vampire one, which they needed to wait till now to say for some reason.
Sophia is dead? No, it can't be. I've had enough of your lies!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, this guy's playing as Link now.
Grandfather, no! Please stop!
Every single one of those chains is 100% structural. Pretty sure you should have had more chains, just to be safe. Also, did we forget to mention? No, the game definitely mentioned. They're over the top of an entire pit mine. Because for some reason the Duke was stupid and built a mine directly under his castle. I mean, there was gold there,
Come
but...
on, Grandfather, we have to get out
Move
of
your
here.
fucking castle.
Be careful!
Good job.
Finally, I've saved somebody who has no romantic interest towards me. Goodbye, castle.
What about the butler?
Doesn't... Probably not real. But even if he is real, I'm sure he'll get out. Yeah, and now, because we just collapsed the castle onto the mine, which made all the gas pocket be sealed up, now you can see the real town, which is exactly the same, more or less, just with the lights out. It's gotta be pretty, shocking to literally age 50 years in a second. Also, the town's not outside. Or it's like not in a cave, it's outdoors. So it's like, so why wouldn't the gas just escape up?
Thank you.
So, the box wasn't cursed after all.
No, Luke. There's no curse to be found here.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure that gas is pretty fucking cursed, but whatever.
But if I were to guess, I suspect you'd find traces of that gas in the ore used to make this box. The same fumes that drove the town to ruin were released upon each person who opened the box. Those who opened the box expected death, and in doing so, fulfilled their own grim predictions.
Yeah, so the legend of the box killing you caused anyone to open it to instantly die from their own prediction. They gave themselves a heart attack and died. Like, that's
shit!
why it's like, it's so fucked up!
I suppose it was just...
So you accidentally kill yourself?
Yeah!
Oh.
Oh, I assure you,
It's
far
so
from
messed up.
ordinary. This box was crafted to hold the words of my heart.
What do you mean?
The box contains a hidden message, one meant only for Sophia. Many years ago, I asked a traveler passing through town to deliver it to her. Unfortunately, the box's value made it a target for those hungry for wealth. And so it was stolen again and again, thus perpetuating the whole chain of sad events.
But we checked the box. It was as empty as could be.
Ah, well that's because there's actually a second way to open it. The sun rises when you and I meet, and when the wind blows, you will know my heart.
I'm assuming you left that in the box.
These old words are the key to understanding this box and what it means. Do you follow, boy?
I think so. Let me give it a shot. The sun rises when you and I meet, and when the wind blows, you will know my heart. Huh.
Puzzle 138. Yeah, so... oh, hold on. we have a critical problem here.
Oh no, we're supposed to blow into it,
Oh
aren't we?
no.
Oh no!
I forgot there's one puzzle that requires you to do this. One moment. Okay, guys.
Let's see if this works.
So in order to do this puzzle, you can do it on emulator. However, we had to do a controller, and it's whatever button is R3 or not. It's L3. It's the left analog stick. Press in the trigger, or in the C stick button. So I think that's L3. So whatever L3 is, that's the mic button. So since we've been playing this all on keyboard up till now, we had no clue. What was the message? You about had a fucking heart attack of like, how the hell are we gonna complete this one puzzle that's the only required mic button?
I did it.
Oh,
What's the matter?
this isn't the letter I wrote. This is Sophia's handwriting. The box must have made it to her after all.
My dear Anton, are you well? I received your letter.
It took 700 years.
Though I'd like nothing more than to see you again, I'm afraid I no longer have the strength to do so. You don't know how many times I've thought about you over the years. I often wonder if you hate me for what I did. Do you? When I decided to leave, I was carrying our child.
Oh, okay. This is, you can see it better in here. The town is in a bowl.
Yeah.
So the fumes rise up and kind of fill up the town before going up and out, which is why the town has the fumes.
I couldn't bear exposing that tiny life to such danger. I knew your father's position and understood you didn't have the option to leave with me. Even though I did the only thing I could, I'll always regret leaving you that way.
Why didn't you just tell him, I'm pregnant and taking our child, and the moment your father dies, leave town and come with me?
I don't know.
But there's one bright spot in this sad story, and that is our lovely granddaughter, Katya. My departure all those years ago has given you the chance to meet. Katya's mother died shortly after she was born. But Katya grew up strong and sweet just the same. She reminds me of you every time she smiles. With her around, I could never forget about you, even if I wanted to. You've been in my thoughts since the day we parted. And now, though my time here is drawing to a close, I like to think we'll meet again on the other side. The thought of seeing your face warms my heart. Be well and be happy, my dear Anton. Goodbye. But just for now, your Sophia.
Oh.
Oh, Sophia. I finally understand now.
Oh yeah, Elysian Box solved.
He killed himself, basically.
Yeah.
By accident.
There was, I think it's in the third game,
Grandfather.
where you'll solve a puzzle and then it'll be solved a second time, because it'll be like even more solved than before.
It has a nice ring to it. I am so happy we met.
I'm pretty sure that my bones are gonna break.
You don't know how much this means to me.
It's been so long. So very long, in fact, I had forgotten what love even felt like. Instead, my love for Sophia was replaced by anger, and that anger completely blinded me. But now I can see the world clearly again, thanks to you, my granddaughter. Are you listening, Sophia? I'll have to put off returning to your side for a while. There's someone I need to get to know here first. Will you forgive me for making you wait just a little longer, my dear?
Wherever she is, I'm sure she's very happy for us.
Just to be clear, they hired a voice actress to play young Sophia solely for, like, 4 seconds of dialogue, basically. Because they did the cutscenes, and then they did the, like, her right there.
See ya! Bye!
Oh yeah, so they left and went back to, the new town.
We forgot about Flora.
Yeah, they're going to go get Flora right now.
And that was the tale of the Elysian Box, a relic feared for the fatal curse it was said to carry. But when all was said and done, there was no curse sleeping under its gilded lid.
I don't know, I'm pretty
Instead,
sure a
the
box where
was
if you
revealed for what it truly
open
was.
it, the thing that you think will happen
A
will
vessel
happen.
created to carry the love of two
And so if you think you'll
spirits
die, you
all
instantly die. I'm
eternity.
pretty sure that is
While
still
terror
kind of
brought
cursed.
The box its notoriety. In the end, its most powerful message was one of love.
Alright, gotta say, this was a more interesting story than the last game. Like, holy shit, it went off the
I'm pretty sure the
rails.
story of a guy who's like, my daughter will be lonely, I'll build a whole fucking robot town to take care of her is pretty interesting.
That's interesting too, but this one is just even crazier.
It's like, what in
holy
the fuck?
shit. Like, I want to say this game was just as good as the last one.
Yeah,
Like...
Yeah, but the plot of this is like, what the hell? It would make more sense if he was a vampire.
Yeah.
Like,
The puzzles were definitely much more difficult
Yeah.
this time around. Like, damn, those slide puzzles.
the slide puzzles are... Here's the thing, the slide puzzles aren't difficult, they're just tedious. And I don't like tedious puzzles. I like smart puzzles, where it's, as long as you can follow the steps and understand what you're doing, you will solve the puzzle.
Is there a post-game?
No, none of these have post games. There is puzzles that you can do because you finished like the hamster minigame and the camera minigame and stuff like that, but there's no actual post game.
Is there an end credit scene?
Oh yeah, we can go through the end credits. Actually no, I'm not gonna speed up because this song's actually really good. I really like this song. This is the game's like theme song. There's here's where we found Tom.
Flora again.
No. They're going through the whole plot. So the professor died. Then here is where they're walking away after finding Tom. There's where like Flora is looking over the cows. Luke's taking notes. PA Works. That's like an actual anime studio. Luke's like, no, Luke. Professor Layton's like, no, Luke. You can't look inside.
Yeah,
Again,
well,
real person, just wandering through town.
I
Didn't
like
come by
how
train.
it's 2 games in a row
Mhm.
where the people you see aren't real.
Yes.
I'm just like,
The
so it's the same plot as the first.
No.
game.
It's a completely different stuff. The
similar.
the people in the first town were real people. That was even the point of the end of the game. Where all the robots were going through and doing their... This is still fucking impossible. But all the robots were going through town and doing their tasks.
We never saw him again.
Nope. But all the robots... He just wanted the box. All the robots were doing their tasks and, taking care of her. And that's why she doesn't do the thing at the end where they'd all shut down. Because she's like, no, they're all living wonderful lives and we shouldn't end that. So the town keeps running, even though she's not there anymore.
Yeah, none of what I guessed was...
No, it wasn't even remotely right. It's
Like,
just like,
holy
it's all
shit.
it's literally, it's all a dream. It's all Anton's dream. It would make so much more sense if he was a vampire. Yeah, there he's going off chasing Don Paolo. Now, they have reunited. One or both of these men are going to break their legs after he dropped his cane.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah, look, he does hard rock, and not everyone's okay with hard rock music.
Luke.
And or hair metal. He might do hair metal. Hamster's
He's
fat
fat
again. Yeah. Voice recording studio bad animals. No, none of the animals in this game were bad. No animals were bad in the making of this game.
What's interesting is there are animals that definitely have a conscience.
Yeah, there we go. She's just been sleeping locked in a barn for 4 days or
like,
whatever.
Yeah, these animals, like, something not logical. Luke can speak to animals and they seem to have human characteristics.
They kept her face!
And Flora's like, what the fuck are you doing, Luke?
Why did they keep her face?
Oh, God. That must look so wrong, Flora. Luke, I don't think we can ever be together because you did that.
Oh, no! The butler is real!
is real!
Yeah.
He must be old, bro.
Yeah.
He must be... There's no way he was the same age as him, right?
I don't think he's the same age, but he is, like... He's definitely old as fuck. But yeah, they move out, and they leave Folsense, and Folsense becomes an abandoned town.
Oh.
Thank God.
Come look at this article, you two.
Huh? Miracle Rescue saves beloved academic. So, the doctor's alive after all.
We'll visit him as soon as we return.
Oh, but that might conflict with the symposium you have scheduled in London tomorrow.
Well, then I'll simply have to cancel.
Huh?
After all, Luke, one must always show gratitude to one's teachers. That's what a gentleman does.
Well, fuck all those people who are looking forward to seeing Professor Layton talk.
This ain't an Indiana Jones adventure, Luke.
It fucking was an Indiana Jones adventure. That's the thing about these games. They're an Indiana Jones puzzle game. It's like, what the hell?
The end.
Yeah, the end. To be continued.
There's Unbound Future.
Yep.
And that's going to be the game I'm playing for the channel. So I will play it as...
We hope you enjoyed.
I'll play it as soon as I can, guys.
You've solved 129 puzzles before beating the game. Your performance is near perfect. It contains 138 puzzles.
Damn.
No. There's the Layton's challenges. So yeah, I'm not gonna do these. Game will save. Yep. There we go.
17 hours. Well, almost 18.
So yeah, so I can go into bonuses. So here's weekly puzzles. Want to go download some puzzles online? The puzzle index, so you can see all the puzzles in the game, including Layton's challenges. So here's the 5 sets of secret puzzles. And then here's, I can't remember what the top secret is. Hidden door. Oh, yeah. I forgot. There's a fucking... Yeah, there's... These games are interconnected. So you can, if you play this game, you can put this code into the first game and get stuff. And if you play the next game, you can get this code. you can get a code from the third game to put in the second game.
I don't know if we'll do that.
No, we will not do that. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, you can see you get more stuff the higher your points are.
So you have to play these games backwards.
If you want to, well, you
Yeah.
have to play those and then boot up the old game
Yeah.
and show the, yeah, we're not doing that.
No.
But yeah, so here's all the, like, here's the 3 secret puzzles for him, here's the 3 secret puzzles for beating the game.
Well, I mean, we have the internet. We can
Sure.
always just look it up.
But it's like, but here's the 3 secret puzzles for doing all the photos, here's the 3 secret puzzles for beating the game, here's the 3 secret puzzles for completing the animal challenge, and then there's 3 secret puzzles for completing the diary, which we only missed 1 key of.
We missed 1 key.
Yeah, and then there's 3 secret puzzles for... What was the other one?
I'm guessing getting all the coins.
Oh, yeah, it's beat the game, all puzzles, all the hamster minigame, the camera minigame, and the diary.
So 100%.
Oh, no, the T minigame is one of them.
Oh yeah, T. We never did the T.
Yeah, we didn't do the T. But yeah, so... Anyways, that is going to be it for this episode. We will come back next time with a new game. So, until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Loved the game. Goodbye.